What's up, guys? You're watching Shawn Nicklaus channel. Today we're going to be opening Hot Wheels Target Red Editions Mix 2 and also Mix 3. We're also going to be opening up Matchbox, the next 2 cars, part of their Red Editions, and there's going to be 6 cars total of those Matchbox Red Editions this year. Let's go ahead and start off with the Target Red Edition. You will know that this is a Red Edition. Right here on the side it'll say Red Edition, and also somewhere on the car it will say red. Right here on the McLaren it says red right there in small letters, and that is a dead giveaway as well. Letting you know that this is a Target Red Edition. We've seen this car in gold in the past, so we got the McLaren Elva. Let's go ahead and open it up. There's going to be 3 cars per mix, and last year we've seen 3 cars per mix, but also the Zamex cars are only going to have 2 cars per mix this year, unlike last year there were 3 cars per mix. But there is also going to be only 12 Zamex cars. Just like the Red Editions, we're getting 12 cars this year, but last year we've had 18 Zamex cars, so we're going to get a little bit less Zamex cars this year, just the same number as Red Editions. But anyways, what do you think of this McLaren Elva? I think it looks awesome. The red paint. It does not have any headlights or taillight details, or a windshield. So I'm guessing you got to wear like a motorcycle helmet to keep those bugs out of your eyes. That is the McLaren Elva. Let's go ahead and park that up. That is number 4 in the mix of 12 Target Red Editions. Let's go ahead and move on to the 1967 Jeepster Commando. There is the artwork. This is number 5 in the set. We've seen it in white. Really cool. Now, we seen it first time. Where was this? What case? This was in the D case. We've seen this car. We got a light green one. So, go ahead and take it out. I'm not going to put these on a spin table, but I do want to show you guys, you know, the original color that we're getting. And then you can see the difference compared to the Red Edition. So, the Red Edition is white. It's got red on there. And it says red right there on that front hood. So that's how you know it is the Red Edition. Let's go ahead and park this Jeep right there in the background. Let's go ahead and get this 1967 Jeepster Commando out of the package. I am a huge fan of it. One cool thing about this too is that it does have a motorcycle on the back. This Jeep looks like a Safari Master. Looks like it's ready to hit some trails. It's got 5-spoke gray wheels, black bays, lightly smoked window tint. It's got black interior. And like I mentioned, I do love that motorcycle on the back. It looks like kind of like a cafe racer. It does have a small winch in the front. Does not have headlight details. But I gotta say, I do like the white better than the original green color that we got. I think the Target Red Edition looks that much better. All right, that is the 1967 Jeepster Commando. Go ahead and park it up. That's the next one in this set. So cool. And let's go ahead and move on to one of my favorite Target Red Editions in this video, 1986 Toyota van. How cool is that? And also, I do want to mention the first mix, which we've already been over, which is the Ford Escort RS 2000 and that very popular Nissan Silvia S15 Liberty Walk. That thing is going for a pretty buck, and that was a little bit hard to find. That was an awesome car to get. And then we got the Tesla Model Y, which I'm a huge fan of this. I love that dark red color. I think it looks cool. My favorite color is actually red. So, you know, Target Red Editions are something I really like. All right, let's get back to the 1986 Toyota van, which we've seen before. First time around, we've seen it in red. So, I mean, it's kind of like a Red Edition. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, that looks nice. Big fan of that. Go ahead and park it up next to that other one, which we'll go over here in a second. And then secondly, we've seen it in gray. So we've seen some recolors of it. And this was actually a new casting for 2022, which was last year. So we've seen it last year. Now it's rolling on to 2023. And then lastly, we've seen this nice tan color one. Looks so good next to that Cadillac Seville, which we'll go over that in a second. So we've seen 3 recolors, and now we got a 4th, the 1986 Toyota van, which I want to mention something else too, really cool. I found an error. How cool is that? Look at that. They put it in wrong. Some people said it's not an error, but hey, you can't just roll this car around and get it to flip over like that. So that was really cool. I'm not going to open up that error. I actually collect errors, and I think they're cool to find. I won't go out of my way to buy them because you can make fake errors, but when I do find them, I think they're so cool. I've also found that Nissan Silvia S15 Liberty Walk without any graphics on it. And that's probably one of my favorite errors I've found to date. All right, now we got this 1986 Toyota van in black with the red details on the side with that red air disc wheels. I think the red air disc wheels are my favorite. This is definitely my favorite recolor of that Toyota van. Now, if you're looking for where it says red, it's on that back trunk. It's also got Toyota above that license plate with the Hot Wheels symbol on it. It does have nice taillight details. No headlight details. Actually, it does have headlight details. It's got like a lightly smoked window tint, like, you know, the plastic is being used for the windows and also the front headlights. I don't know what you call that, but it's like kind of like a two-piece headlights, I would say. It's got a gray base and a lightly smoked window tint with black interior. This thing is awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. I think that's probably one of my favorite. I love that old van. Vans are really cool. All right, let's go ahead and move on to the Dodge Charger Drift. And this is actually another error that I found because I would say it's an error. Look at that. Look at that. It's already open. I said, shoot, I might as well buy that because I can just get it out. Look at that. Look how clean that is. So cool. And if you're asking, no, I didn't use nail polish or anything like that. This is how I got it. Pretty strange. But first off, we found the Dodge Charger Drift in green earlier this year in DKs. So, not the first time we've seen this. And we might have seen other colors of this Dodge Charger Drift. But, you know, I got the green one here. I'm not sure exactly what other colors there might be. Let's go ahead and park that up in the background. And let's go over the new Target Red Edition. How cool is that in red? Definitely a cool Dodge Charger. I collected Dodge Chargers. I got a bunch of them. So, it's nice to have another one, especially in red. It's got that track pursuit on the side of it. And if you're wondering where it says red on that back fender. It's got black wheels with gray trim on it. It's got kind of like a police front end with the, what do you call that? The big metal bars in the front so they can ram cars out of the way. And it's got police lights on the top of it. It's got a lightly smoked window tint and both passenger and driver's side windows are down. And it's got a black interior with a black base. All right, that is the Dodge Charger Drift. Let's go ahead and park that up right there. Let's go ahead and move on to the 1982 Cadillac Seville. And this thing looks great in white. Big fan of that. I do love the 80s era. Now, before we get this one open, let's go over the one that we've seen in the previous, which I've already brought out for a second to compare it to that 1982 Toyota van. This thing looks cool. What case did we see this in? We've seen this earlier this year. Part of the E case. So we've seen it before in the E case. It's got the same wheels as the Target Red. It's got the chrome front bumper, the brown on the side, the two-tone look to it. It's got taillight details. They did a phenomenal job with this Cadillac Seville. Definitely a huge fan of that. And now we got it in white. And I gotta say, this looks clean, especially with that red interior. Super happy they did that. Looks clean. Definitely a huge fan. Wow. And those chromed laced wheels look great. Chrome base, chrome back bumper, chrome front bumper. And if you're wondering where it says red, it's on that back rear fender. It's got the Caddy emblem on that rear trunk and also says Seville back there as well. It also says Caddy next to that back window on both sides of the car. It's got the Hot Wheels emblem on that rear plate. And this thing just looks great. They definitely did a great job with this 1982 Cadillac Seville. Such a cool car. All right, let's go ahead and park this up. We need some more space for these red editions. All right, let's go ahead and move on to the Audi RS e-tron GT. This is the final car, part of these Mix 2 and Mix 3, sorry. And this is number 9. So we're gonna get 3 more cars for the red edition. Let's go ahead. Wow, that popped off real nice. This thing looks clean. Definitely love that black look with the clear window tint, gray interior. It's got red trim on those 5-spoke black wheels. It does have nice details. There's a lot to this car, like the headlights, the front plate, the Audi emblem on that front grille. It's got the Audi emblem on that rear bumper and also taillights. It's got a rear plate. It's got red on that back bumper in very small letters. You can barely see it, but it's there. And it's got a gray base. All right, let's go ahead and park up that awesome Audi and move on to Matchbox. All right, we've opened up the first car, which was the Camaro. Awesome. That was a really cool car. Nice and heavy. Big fan of it, that chrome base. And let's go ahead and move on to the second car, part of the Target Red Edition Matchbox. All right, this is really cool. We got the Bugatti and the Bugatti Divo, and the 2018 Bugatti Divo. Here is the back if you're curious what it looks like. This is 2 of 6 cars. Let's go ahead and get it out of the package. Huge fan of the Bugatti. I think it's so cool. And the third car, I think it's awesome. There it is, that Bugatti Divo. It looks like it has a white painted Stingray on the top of the roof, and also that rear wing is white as well. It's got some white little details on the front hood. It's got a clear window tint with gray interior, gray base. It does not have headlight details, but it does have taillight details, and it also says Diva on that rear plate. This thing looks like it's ready to reach some high speed. Let's go ahead and park up that Bugatti Divo. Such a cool car. And let's move on to the third and final car in this video, which is the 2019 Ford Mustang Coupe. Such cool artwork. And this thing looks awesome. Definitely gonna match the rest of the set. It's got a stripe going down it just like that Camaro. So cool. Now we're seeing Ford, Chevy, and Bugatti. If I can get this thing out of the package. All right, there we go. We got the Ford Mustang finally out of the package. This thing looks cool. Definitely digging it. It says 427 supercharged on the side of the car. It's got big tires with red trim on it, with black wheels. It's got a black front grille with one white big stripe going down the center of the car, but that white stripe does not go to that rear bumper. It does not have headlights or taillight details, but it does look clean. It's got a clear window tint with black interior. I'm definitely a fan of this 2019 Ford Mustang Coupe. Let's go ahead and park it up. These Target Red Editions look awesome. What do you think of this error I found? Such a cool error. Awesome. What do you guys think of the set? Which one's your favorite? Minus mix one, just what I opened up in this video. Tell me what's your favorite. That 1986 Toyota van, that Cadillac Seville, what is it? Let me know. And then separately tell me that Matchbox too. Which one's your favorite part of the first 3 cars this year for 2023? Don't forget to like and subscribe.